So let's start with the organic chemistry now. Okay. So the first chapter is haloalkanes and haloarenes. So haloalkanes means when your halogen group attach with the alkanes. Okay. And next is haloarenes. So beta, I'll start with the haloalkane first. We'll go with the haloalkane first, then we'll go to the haloarenes. So that I can differentiate this thing, means clearly that how many types of haloalkanes are there, how you can form haloalkanes, how you can, prepare haloalkanes. Okay. So let me just tell you how many types of haloalkenes are here, how many types of haloarenes are there, how we can form haloalkenes and haloarenes. Okay. So let us start with the introduction. So in intro, we just learn about that alkenes, means haloalkanes form from the alkane. Alkane means simple alkane. So let us talk about alkane first. So how haloalkanes form? You just remove one hydrogen and add one halogen. And these halogen can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. All halogens can be there. So when you remove one hydrogen and add one halogen in the alkane group, you will get haloalkane. So on the basis of this addition, your haloalkanes are divided into different categories. Okay. So let's just talk about first general formula of haloalkanes. So that will be CnH2n1x. So this is the general formula of your haloalkanes. Now, let me just tell you that how many types of haloalkanes are there. So your haloalkanes can be divided on the basis of attachment of the halogen group in the alkane. How? First is monohalkane. Monohaloalkane. Mono means one. So when your one functional group is attached with the alkane group, that is known as monohaloalkane. Okay. And you can represent it like this. For example, if I attach R with this CH2 and X, this R can any alkyl group. This R can be any alkyl group, whatever CH3, methyl, ethyl, whatever you attached here. So with this carbon, your halogen is attached. So here the attachment is primary, because with the first carbon, your halogen group is attached or only one halogen is there. Okay. If we go next to the secondary one, so what in the case of secondary? CH, R, and one halogen. So halogen is one, but on the basis of arrangement of attached species, or you can say on the basis of attached substituent, you named it as secondary. Why? Because as you can see, this is the secondary arrangement. In 11th class, you have studied about primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay. So let's start with the primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now we'll move to the tertiary one. So this is the arrangement that around this CH, your two alkyl groups are attached. These are alkyl groups, and this is halogen. Okay. Now, if we talk about the tertiary, so tertiary means when your central carbon atom is surrounded by alkyl groups and even attached with a chain, or you can say this halogen is, you can say this is the main constituent there, substituent. So at this time, this is the tertiary arrangement. 1, 2, 3. So all these categories are come in monohaloalkanes, where your central carbon atom is attached with a halide, and as well as it is attached with these alkyl groups. And these alkyl group can any of your alkane. It can be methane, ethane, propane, butane. It can be anything. Okay. Let's just move second type of haloalkanes, that is dihaloalkane. So this is dihaloalkane. Dihalo means when two halogens are attached with your alkane group, just like this. And these two are divided into two types. Your dihaloalkanes are of two types. First one is germanial, and second one is vicinial. So you can get this type of question also in your objectives, exams, board exam, that how many types of haloalkanes are there. They'll give you some options, and that option can be germanian, that can be Vinicius. Okay, so note it down. So what is the difference between these two types of haloalkanes? The major difference is that, let me just explain you this thing with the help of example. If you attach one alkyl group along with the halogens, since we are talking about dihalogen here, so that is why we have to attach two halogen species. This X represents the halogen, and since not this valency of carbon is not stable here, so we'll attach one hydrogen also. Okay, so as you can see, this type of arrangement, that your alkyl group is attached, means we have a long chain. Along with that, we have two halogen groups here. Okay, so where the two halogen groups are attached with one carbon atom, means halogens, or you can say X. This is the short form, attached with single carbon atom. At that time, you'll name this at germanium. And if we talk about vicinial, so at that time, your CH3 means your alkyl group, CH3 needs like CH2. We attach two halogens with different carbon atoms. Okay. Now, halogens are attached with, not you can say different, they are attached with adjacent halogen, your X halogen with adjacent carbon atom. So this is the basic rule. On the basis of this, you can differentiate between both the types of haloalkanes, germanial and vicinial. In germanial, both the halogens are attached with the single carbon atom. Only one carbon atom will be like considered as main carbon atom. But if we talk about the vicinial, both the halogen groups, this and this, will attach to adjacent carbon atom. Means no matter how long your main chain is, the main point is they both attach with the adjacent carbon atom. All right. Okay. So let us talk about trihaloalkanes. Trihaloalkanes, where three halogens are attached. Okay. And the general formula, it can be CH(X3). When three halogens are attached with carbon, so we have to attach one hydrogen also, so as to satisfy the valency of this. Okay, so this is the general formula, and the name is haloform. And I think you all have listened one or two means compounds of this form. Let me just give you an example. CHI3. CHI3 is iodoform. CHBr3 is bromoform. And this is the most familiar one, CH3Cl, chloroform. Chloroform, I think you are familiar with this word. So this is the form family. So if someone asks you that which type of haloalkane is chloroform, so that this is trihaloalkane, in which 3 chlorine are attached with the methyl group. So this is chloroform, iodoform, and bromoform. On the basis of the attached halogen, you just can name them. Okay. Let's just talk to the another category, that is tetra. Because we know this thing that carbon can attach with the 4 substituent. So as to satisfy its valency, it can attach with the 4 substituents. So now tetrahaloalkane. Tetrahaloalkane means, So general formula will be CX4. Now, all the attached species, or you can say all the substituents, are X. And X means halogens. Got it? Let me just give you some examples to explain this thing. CCl4. And I think you are familiar with this example. Name is carbon tetrachloride. Clear? We have done with monohaloalkanes, dihaloalkanes, both the categories of haloalkanes, that is Gemelian and Vicinial, sorry. Next, triad haloalkanes, and last one is tetra. It will go so on, but it depends on actually the chain. That what means what is depend on the actually complexity of the compound. But most are 4. Only this up to tetra can be stable, right? Okay. So next, just move to the another category of your haloalkanes, that is allylic halides. And I think you are familiar with this allylic group, that when your allylic alkydes form. Okay, we have studied this thing in your class 11th. All right. So let me just tell you when this compound forms. When you have CH2, for example, double bond, carbon, CH2 and X. The most important condition that when this allylic halide form is your halogen will attach to the next carbon from the double bond. This is the carbon with which double bond is there, and your halogen is attached to the next carbon. So the main condition for this, that halogen will be or will attached to the next carbon from double bond carbon or from double bonded carbon. Means the halogen group will attach to the adjacent carbon atom with which double bond is there. So it is not necessary कि भाई अगर यहीं पर डबल बॉन्ड के साथ जोड़ देंगे तब ये और ग्रुप बन जाएगा. तो हमें यहाँ ध्यान रखना है that your halogen group will attach to the next carbon atom. ओके, यहाँ डबल बॉन्ड है तो आप नेक्स्ट कार्बन के साथ जोड़कर तब इसका नाम यहाँ पे आप एलिलिक हैलाइड देंगे. ओके, let me just give you one more example in cyclic compound. So let me just take this CH2X. This is also an allylic halide. See, this is the carbon. This is the carbon. And CH2 is here where X is attached. Okay. Now let me just give you one more example. Sometimes you will get this type of examples also. This and X. See, double bond is here with this carbon and your halogen is attached with the next carbon. So same condition is there. So if you get this type of question, so at that time, this halide will be known as allylic halide, where your double bond is there and even to the next carbon atom, your halogen is attached. So that is known as allylic halide. Next, just talk about another type of halide, that is vinylic halide. Vinylic halide. And this halide form when your halogen group will attach to the same carbon atom with which double bond is attached. Or you can say the halogen will attach to the same carbon on which double bond is there. जहाँ पे double bond होगा, your halogen will attach to that carbon. Next, one more example. Let's just take an example of this and this. See, double bond is there. And with the same carbon atom, your halogen is also attached. So your means when halogen is with the double bonded carbon atom. Okay. So while naming, you have to see this important point, that where with your carbon is means where your halogen is attached, or with which carbon your halogen is attached. I think this thing is clear to you all. When it's attached to the adjacent carbon, next carbon, that at that time it is known as allylic halide. And when it is attached to the same carbon atom, at that point of time, that will be known as vinylic halide. Okay. So it's actually based on the attachment of halogen. So while naming, you will get different types of examples. So you will have to keep this thing in mind, but especially while doing nomenclature of cyclic compounds. So for example, you just tell me, let me just give you one example. This double bond. If I attach halogen here, so which one is allylic and which one is vinylic?
First
You
one
can
is
speak.
allylic and second one is
Yes,
vinylic.
Nishant, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, first one is allylic and second one is
Mm-hmm.
vinylic.
Okay, so this is attached to the next carbon of double bond. So that is why this is allylic. And this is attached to the same carbon where the double bond is there. So that is why this is known as vinylic halide. Okay. Let's just move to the important and different type of halide which shows different behavior from among all the halides. That is benzylic halide. Benzylic halide is actually quite important because this is this shows different behavior. Okay, but depend on the attached species, that where and with which your halogen group is attached. So let me just tell you, means let me just explain this thing to you with the help of an example. For example, I have benzene here, or you can just write bones instead of this. Okay, so CH2X. When your halogen is attached with the next carbon of the double bond, see, here is the double bond and we have one more carbon. With that, your halogen is attached. At that time, this is also known as allylic halide. But in general, when it is attached with the benzene, we used to name it as benzylic halide. But if you get this question in that select that which to this which category of halide this compound is belong. So if you have in option allylic halide, so you can also select allylic halide, but most correctly is the benzylic halide since we have benzene. So both are correct, but it depends that what options you have. Okay. Next is, let me just give you one more example. This, and this. CH4Cl. This is 3, CH3. Okay. So now this is actually, first we'll take, if we just want to separate or nomenclate it. So this is toluene. CH3 plus benzene is toluene. We know this thing that. Okay. And this is chloromethyl. So this is the nomenclature. Toluene, chloromethyl. We used to write it, or chloromethyl toluene. Okay. But if this actually falls in the same category of benzylic halides. This falls in the same category of benzylic halide. Why? Because see, this halide is attached with the next carbon atom. With the next carbon atom to the double. Okay. Let me just give you one more example. The tertiary halide, tertiary benzyl halide. Let me just put it round. So this can be, you can write any alkyl group or you can write methyl. So for example, I'm writing either here, this is methyl group, this is alkyl group, and this is also methyl group. Same thing, you can attach anything. So this is a tertiary type of benzyl halide. So this will be named as tret benzylic halide, sorry. So this will be named as straight benzylic halide. Okay. So this all we have done with the halides. So we have done with the allylic halides, vinylic halides, benzylic halides. Okay. So these are all types of halides. But in this means in this chapter, or you can say in 12th class, for 12th class only, we have to deal with the monohalides mostly. But in nomenclature, when we talk about competitions and when you prepare for IIT and some entrance examination, so you will get the questions out of all types of halides. All right. Now let's just move to the next one, that is haloarenes. Haloarenes are... Yes, beta, pardon?
मैम एक बार पहले वाला पेज करना 1 सेकंड के लिए.
Give me a moment. So if we talk about haloarenes, so these are aryl halides. Aryl halides. Main point, number one. Here the halogen is directly attached to the benzene. Remember this thing. Previously in benzyl halide, we have studied that halogen is attached to the next carbon of the benzene. But in haloarenes, there is a difference. Your halogen will attached to the, means attached to, or you can say attached directly to benzene. Got it? Let me just tell you examples. For example, this can be dihalide like this. This can be like ortho halides can be possible. X on both the ortho positions. Okay, this is known as diortho. Okay, when we have similar placement, at that time we use two words, single word di, and we attach it with the toluene. So toluene is here, and this is halogen. So the basic difference in your benzyl halide and this haloarene is that your halogen group will directly attach with this, okay, with the benzene ring. Next, important thing, they show entirely different properties as compared to other groups. Okay, which we have studied in different types of functional group in 11th class. We have studied now. So haloarenes are exceptions. They shows entirely different property among all the groups, all the functional groups. Okay, so that is only haloarenes. When your functional group is directly attached with the benzene ring, at that time these are known as haloarenes. Okay.